case someone is trying to copy or take a look at it. The next one on circle though, which is it's not too bad. The tricky part of this is actually finding what your radius is. So I love to explain to students that if I'm dealing with a radius, I'm saying I'm starting at a point, use a different color, and at this point I have 5, 3, but I want to take me to another point. The next point that it's going to crosses or passes through is -2, 5. So what's the distance between my first point and my second point? And the word is, the key is distance. So your radius is actually the distance between that center point to wherever else you're going on that circle. So you're actually trying to find the radius, which is r. So how do I find the radius? I use the distance formula. So d is going to be equal to the square root of x2 minus x1 all square plus y2 minus, not square, but y2, y subscript 2 minus y1 all square. Now remember I said earlier that the radius is really the distance. In order for me to solve this or going through the process of solving, I want to get rid of the square root. Again, this is your square root. Inverse of square root is square. So I'm just going to go ahead and write r square. Squaring both sides is x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 all square. So for those 2 points that we talk about, I need to label. So this is my x1, y1, x2, y2. And it's just a matter of plugging it into the formula now. So r squared is equal to x2 is -2 minus your x1 is 5. And again, folks, you can rewrite it the other way. You can say x1 minus x2. Your answer will still be the same as long as you start with y1 minus y2. Okay, so in this case, my y2 is going to be 5 minus my y1 is 3 all square. So therefore my r square is going to be equal to, and this is going to give me 7 or -7 square plus 2 square. So your r square is going to be equal to 53. Making sure 49, 153, correct. All right, so that's it. All we just need to do is rewrite the equation. So the equation is just the same standard form equation that we need. The equation is x minus 5. Again, that's our center right here. Put it back in the equation. We change the sign or flip the sign. Plus your y minus 3, because remember your center is +3, so we have to flip it to -3 square. And we said our r square was 53. And that's your answer. All right. I'm trying to do this in one video. We know that this is in a sense a function, because don't forget, for every x values, for every domain, there's only one and only one y. So this is a function. If you had in this, say for example, you had say g is shared with something else, then it would not be a function. All right, just saying. Okay. All right. Nothing to really work out here. You either know what a function is or what a function is not. The relationship 3, we have J, R, T. We don't have J sun, then J sun again. J, R, T. So this is a function. All right, so moving on. Let me see. All right, this is function again. All right, so question number 14, it asks you about the graph of function h. And not too bad of a problem either. We're going to look for h of x. And in this case, we're saying h of x is equal to negative 1. So if h of x, we want to find one value of x where h of x is equal to negative 1. So if h of x is negative 1, I'm essentially saying y is negative 1. So if y is negative 1 right here, what's my x value? In this case, my x would be 0. So one value I can find where h of x is negative 1 is at x equals 0. And for h, negative 3, I'm saying x is negative 3 in this case. So now what would be your f of h? So I'm looking for negative 3 on my x value, which is right here. Negative 3 right here. Now I'm going to continue. I can't go down because there's no line down. So I'm just going to use a green highlight, and I'm going to continue till the graph stops going, or it hits the graph. And it hits it right here. Where does it hit it? At 5. So therefore, when for h of negative 3, that's going to be equal to 5. All right, number 15 is it's a matter of substitution. If I'm looking for f of negative 2, then my f of x function, I'm going to substitute negative 2. And you should all know how to calculate once you know what to substitute. And if I'm looking for my g of x is 2, then I look for my g of x function, and where I see x, I put 2. And then just work it out. Solve as normal. Number 16, I think I did one like this in class, but I can just redo it. It's the same process of substitution. So if I have my k of x is equal to, where I see x, I'm going to put p minus 3. In this case, it's squared, plus 2 times p minus 3. All right, and just solve as normal. So in this case, p minus 3 all square. If we use the rule that we know, perfect square, binomial, then we know that this is going to give us p squared. And then even if you want to do first order inner last, you can do it that way also for some of you guys, but that can readily pick it up. But just to write the rule on the side as a reminder, a square, I normally love to use capitals for these, a square Okay, so just to write the rule over as a sidebar for you guys. All right, if I'm trying to solve for my a plus b all square, then that's going to give me a square plus 2ab plus b square. But if I'm doing a minus b all square, it's the same format. It's just that you start with a negative, 2ab, then plus comes after, then b square. How does that help you? So if this is your a, different color. If this is your a and this is your b, then you're going to have your, we're looking for a minus because the sign is minus, so it's going to be p squared. You're going to have minus your b is 3, so that's going to be 2 times 1 times 3, because your a is, oh, my bad, it's going to be not 1 but p. 2 times, erase that, so that's going to give me 2 times my p times my 3. All right, and then the last part would be your b square. In this case would be your 3 square, or 3 times 3 is 9. And then for this part, distributive, so it's going to be 2p minus 6. All right, so just clean it up a bit. P squared minus 2 times 3 is 6. So that's going to give me 6p plus, and now I have plus 2p, and that's going to give me my minus 6. All right, so, oh, I missed something right here. Plus 3 squared is 9, plus your 2p minus 6. All right, so let's simplify everything. We have p squared minus 6p plus 2p, that's 6p plus 2p. That is going to give us negative 4. Sorry, negative 4p. And simplifying 9 minus 6 is going to give me a positive 3. And that's your answer.